Universal's 1999 remake of The Mummy was a cultural reset for both the property and Hollywood as a whole. It arguably changed action movies, helping usher in the era of CGI villains and heavily comedic heroes. One of those heroes, Rachel Weisz's Evelyn Carnahan, propels the action of the first Mummy film. She is the one who recognizes the significance of the puzzle box that leads them to the city of Hamunaptra. She reads the incantation that awakens Imhotep, and it is her soul that the undead priest wants to give to his dearly departed girlfriend. Evelyn is a huge part of the Mummy franchise's appeal. Fans love the movie's blend of action, romance, and comedy, all of which Weisz contributes to. She channels screwball comedians of the 30s for her sparkling performance. The Stranger noted in its review how perfect she was to play Evelyn, saying, "She has all the spunk and ditzy charm you'd expect from a heroine who can proudly proclaim she's not just smart, she's a librarian."
For goodness sake, let's be nice, children.
The Mummy series arguably fell off when Weisz failed to return for The Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, the third installment in the Mummy series. A representative of Weisz told Digital Spy that she didn't want to go to China and spend so much time away from her, at the time, newborn son. After leaving the Mummy franchise, Weisz went on to work steadily in movies both big and small. But her most critically acclaimed work of late has been on a much smaller scale than The Mummy. Rachel Weisz won an Academy Award not long after The Mummy Returns for her performance in the 2005 adaptation of John le Carré's The Constant Gardener. The film centers on Ralph Fiennes' Justin Quayle, who tries to solve the murder of his wife. Weisz plays the ill-fated wife, Tessa, an amnesty activist in Kenya. Weisz also has had some brief dalliances with other blockbuster franchises post-Mummy. The same year she starred in The Constant Gardener, she made a foray into comic book adaptations with the cult favorite Constantine. She'd go on to star in The Bourne Legacy, opposite Jeremy Renner, before doing her time in the MCU, playing Melina Vostokov in Black Widow in 2021. Vostokov is something of a mother figure to Scarlett Johansson's Natasha Romanoff and Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova. As of yet, there's been no word if Vostokov will return to the MCU, but there's little doubt fans would adore seeing her again. While Weisz's experience with blockbusters is extensive, her most notable work of late has been in more indie fare. Weisz first worked with Greek director Yorgos Lanthimos on his 2015 black comedy, The Lobster. She played a woman searching for love before she gets turned into an animal. She would reunite with Lanthimos for 2018's The Favorite, in which she plays Lady Sarah Churchill. Lady Sarah starts the film as the titular favorite of Queen Anne, played by Olivia Colman, as well as her secret girlfriend. Emma Stone plays Abigail, who woos the Queen away from Lady Sarah in an attempt to stay in power at court. Colman won an Academy Award for her performance as Queen Anne, the apex of the unlikely love triangle, while Stone and Weisz were both nominated for Best Supporting Actress. The same year as The Favorite, Weisz starred in Disobedience, opposite Rachel McAdams. The drama focuses on two women from the Orthodox Jewish community who try to reconcile their love for each other with their sometimes overbearingly strict community. Despite being married to a man, Daniel Craig, aka James Bond, Weisz's performances in these films have vaulted Weisz into queer icon status in the LGBTQ community. Weisz's queer turn may have something to do with the fact that she's primarily focused on women-centered stories. She told the New York Times, "I really enjoy all the thousands of movies I've seen about men. I mean, there are some great masterpieces, but there's just a dearth of ones about women. I love women. Women are just really fascinating and different to men." Fans can likely expect this trend to continue with Weisz's future projects. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite actors are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.